Conversations with Entreherneur. I'm here today with the founder of Chayah For Water, Miss Leslie Chapman.
Hello.
Hey.
Hey.
So we just wanted to get started and find out a little bit about what you're doing at Chayah For Water.
Okay.
Tell us a little bit background of it and just kind of tell us how you're operating and how you all got started.
Okay.
Tell us a little bit about Chayah For Water.
Sure. Okay. In particular, Chayah For Water. So Chayah, we make products they're handmade products. They are made with ingredients that are good for the skin. So natural, vegan, and some organic products, ingredients included in our products. And so we make those products and we sell them. We have a number of items, product types. I'm going to just show it in the screen. We have body lotion.
Yes.
We have candles, soy candles.
Which I need to pick up some.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
Yes.
And we also have shower gel, and we have bath salt, we have body butter, and soaps. We make soaps as well. Now, this shower gel in particular is the travel size. So we have the shower gel and the body lotion in our travel size 2 ounce for those of you who are on your grind and you got to catch that plane. So we have that as well. Another part of the initiative with Chayah is that we have a community aspect, a community component, and that's where you get the For Water part. So part of our profits goes towards organizations that help to bring clean water to communities that need it. And so we give our monies to those who put water wells in locations globally and helps communities get access to clean water.
Awesome.
Mm-hmm.
So how did you get inspired to start Chayah For Water?
There was a number of steps involved in the process. First, it was making the products, and that came about from me. I used to buy candles, and these candles had strong fragrances. And as I started to research, it was like, I can't continue to support this. What are some natural alternatives to that? And so as I started looking and researching the chemicals, the toxins that are in these candles, I came across, I knew about essential oils, but I came across how you can use them to make fragrances. They make fragrant fragrance aromas in the home. And so it's all part of aromatherapy. And then I also learned about other types of ingredients that you can use that are more healthy for you, so that you're not inhaling all that,
Yeah.
Yes. So I started making crafts. I started off with the candles, and then as I was doing the research on candles, I came across soaps and recipes for soaps. So I really started making candles and soaps. Yeah. And then it was through our travels came the missionary component. So my husband and I have traveled many places around the world, and we took mission trips in 2011 in particular. We went to Jamaica, and then he went to Uganda. So when he came back from the trip, we were having just a family conversation, and we were like, we got to do something. Let's just give. Let's help this community in Uganda. Let's do something. Right. So our family got around that, and we just started, giving them to help, with the needs that are there. And so, continuing on in 2011, we went away for our anniversary, and it was a road trip. And on that drive back from New Mexico and Arizona, it hit me, why don't we combine the Chayah, Chayah wasn't formed by then, we just combined the craft or the hobby of making products with the water initiative, because I knew I wanted to give, but I didn't know how. And so that's how the two combine. Just similar concept to Tom's and the shoes. This is the Chayah Good Healthy Products or Bath and Body Products for water. And that's how Chayah was born.
Well, the good thing about it is, like, a lot of times, especially nowadays, folks not only want to use their dollar to buy and purchase, but they also want to feel like it's going to great causes.
Absolutely.
And so the model that you and Tom's do, I think will resonate with so many people, just to help bring about change by just purchasing your bath salt. You're helping someone have water.
Yes.
In their area, in their community. So it's
Thank you.
Yes. So tell us, going back. So you told us about you were crafting, and in between the piece, when you finally have Chayah saying, we're going to develop a product line, what was next? How did you actually develop your products and what did you do?
Oh my gosh. So then the wheels are churning. I'm sure like you and other entrepreneurs out there, you get an idea and you're like, boom, we can be, just take over the world with this idea.
Right.
And so that's when the floodgates started opening, because I first was just making soaps and candles. But then when we were like, wait, we can make products, boom, lotion. Then I can find lotion, body butter. I can make a body with soap. Not just glycerin soap, but goat milk soap. Me is the we in this case. I'm spewing it and telling my husband, and he's like, yeah. Knowing daggone well I would be the one having to research how to make all these items. And then the bath salt, body scrubs, and things of that nature. So that's kind of like once we agreed and said, this is what we can do to help this village in Uganda, it was just the floodgates open. And then from there, that's when I started getting strategic and said, okay, I need a focus group. I need people to test it out.
Right.
And so I gave them and when I do stuff, and I'm not tooting my own horn, but I like it to be done professional, quality. Like even looking at Chayah, you wouldn't know that it's just a few of us making the product. You can't tell that. And so I always wanted us to have that look. And so even from that beginning point, I packaged 6 different products, put it in gift bags, and gave it to several women to sample for me. Some in New York, some here in Texas. And so that's how I started to get feedback from my products.
Okay, and so their feedback was fed through surveys?
Yes, through surveys. I used SurveyMonkey, and they gave me comments, and that helped for me to hone the packaging. For example, initially I was using a lot more glass, and feedback from the survey was like, okay, in the shower you don't want glass.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was.
I'm sure it was beautiful.
Yeah. So the market told me some things. It told me a lot about packaging. And so we started to grow and change with the demands of the market. And then I would also go into stores and look at packaging and started to get an understanding, well, that's why they probably don't use it, because it's not, whatever.
Yeah, it's more durable. That's so key, especially when you're starting a business, to get feedback early. Your vision, might it be beautiful, it may not work with everyone's needs and what they want to use, your end users, your consumers, what their actual needs are. But it's so good that you did the focus groups.
You're right. And then from the focus group came invitations to have product parties where people wanted to host me, come and share the initiative and then display my products and sell them. And so that proved invaluable as well, because of course I'm still continuing to not only hone the story, but then also hone, the packaging and how I present and all of that. All of that is part of it. So the product that you see today is not the same as what it looked like before. And then I also continue to, craft the recipe, because I noticed, okay, this makes things cake up. Okay, a little bit of this, reduce that. All of this, the market helped to tell me to determine that.
That's great. So I love that you did that. So what came next? Now that you have your market research done, where did it move you to? When did you launch?
Website. So next was the website. So I met a business consultant at a birthday brunch. Didn't know her at all, but we just started talking and everything. And that's another thing I must say to our fellow entrepreneurs, share what you're doing, and you don't have to view it as there's a competition out there. There's enough room for what you want to do, and everybody else is enough. So share. So it's in that sharing that I was able to, leverage a lot of people. Like my network started to expand, but then utilize their skills. And so this particular young lady, her whole thing was working with small business owners to support them doing some back end stuff like social media, building their brand and things like that. And so I know the importance of marketing, but that whole social media and spending all day long chatting or whatever, posting, I wasn't interested in that at the time. Now I'm interested, but I wasn't. And so she came in to help with that. But then in doing that, that's where we really fine-tuned what our look is. And so I have a friend, my coworker, who was in part of the initial focus group. She got so inspired with what we're doing. She tested out the products. She designed this logo for me. So she's the one that designed the logo. Then I had, this individual, the business consultant, who helped to, Chayah means life, greenery that shows life. It represents that. And so that is why our website looks the way it is. So it's all about the natural landscape, a lot of green living. A lot of us are into that, like yourself. And so that's kind of that's what we speak to. Mm-hmm.
That is awesome. Okay, so I'm happy you even touched on reaching out to your network, and you never know, like being vocal about what you're doing. A lot of folks I find don't want to share what they're working on right now because either they're not ready for it to debut or they're worried that people might say stuff or not being supportive, but who cares?
Who cares?
You never know. Like you said, at a brunch,
mm-hmm.
that you're a business strategist.
How about that?
Yeah.
At a brunch, who helped to come up with the website. And then it was another coworker who tested the products, who was a photographer on the side. She took the pictures. So a lot of those pictures you see on my website is shot by her. And so people were just getting on board. Another friend of mine, we go back to college. She has a graphics design company. I'm actually going to have her get on to Entreherneur. Anyway, she has a graphics design company. And so I told her what I'm doing. She said, how can I help? I said, well, can you help me design some labels? Boom, she's doing that. So you leverage the people who are around you. And it's not that I was looking for them to do it. These people have offered because I shared with them the vision and what I'm looking to do.
That's amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you mentioned all that, and I know you were saying at first you were more focused on the product development, building out your recipes and so forth. But then as you were launching, you had to think about the operational side of things. And tell me, what are some of the tools that you use to kind of get all that stuff in shape, like trademarks or accounting?
Yeah, trademarks. I know my girlfriend Kiana, if she's listening, she's gonna get on me on those trademarks because as soon as she saw it, she was like, "You've got the trademark." But at the time, the labels look different. Now we're settled, and so I'm going to do that. So I want you to hold me account that I
will hold you accountable to that.
I'm getting that done. In terms of other back end stuff, I use Excel. Another coworker tried my product. Is a whiz at Excel, and so she created a database for me where I can be able to track my inventory. Number one, not only just the what my operating costs are, but where my sales come from. And so she set it up so if I get sales online, if I get sales using my Square or my PayPal Square, things of that nature, then it all feeds in, and then I can just track where I'm making the majority of my sales.
I love your coworker.
They're awesome people.
All right. So what's next for Chayah For Water? What's on the horizon for this year?
On the horizon, I would say six words. I'm gonna boil it down to: build audience, engage audience, and sell audience. So I am honing in on that building and engaging. One of the things that I learned that, I shared with you when we were messaging the other day was I am my brand. And for the first few years, I was like, okay, there's Chayah and then there's Leslie. But they're really not, they're both one and the same. They are, because people know me as natural. It doesn't matter what size I am. I just, I kind of did a tally. It doesn't matter if I'm size 6 or size 14. It doesn't matter. People know me as someone who is into health and wellness, someone who prefers the natural products, and they come to me for that. So I'm like, you can't run from this, girl, accept it. So I am the brand. And so I am so focusing on, building my audience. I have a strong following now, but really fortifying that and expanding the audience to more people who think along the lines of would support this effort, engaging them as well, and being consistent. So lots of videos, lots of posts, lots of just putting it out there, what we do. And then also what I want to do is expand the campaigns. So we've given to Living Water International from our profits, and thank you to all those of you who have supported Chayah in that effort. Yay! Without you. And now we have a current campaign that's going on, and this campaign is with Charity Water. And this is where it's $30 gives a person access to clean water, one person. And so I put the pitch out there, or put the possibility out there. Can we support 20 people? So that'd be like $600. Can we raise $600 to give 20 people access to clean water? So we're running that. we can do it. We can do it. And so that's I'm putting that out there. And then also I want to be able to raise some funds so that we could get a water well put in that village in Uganda that I was referring to. I really want to do that, and I know we can. And so my conversations that I'll be having are with organizations who have that infrastructure and direct them to that village, and then we raise the funds to get that money there so they can get the well. That's what's on my table for this year.
Okay. So if people want to know more, if they want to contribute to the campaign, or just learn more and buy products of Chayah, how do they reach you?
Okay, well, there's our website, which is chayahforwater.com. So I'll spell that. That is CHAYAH4 FOR water WATER.com. So that's our website. Then we also have the Chayah fan page that's on Facebook. And so we'll provide the link to Beth and you can reach us there. And it has contact information, anything you want. You can email me, Leslie@chayahforwater.com. Pretty easy to find me for now. And so feel free to do that. And I'll also continue to post on Entreherneur. So you definitely find me there.
All right. Well, thank you guys for joining us for this interview with Leslie. Leslie, thank you so much for taking time to tell us a little bit about Chayah For Water.
You're welcome, and thank you for having me and thinking of me. I really appreciate it, and I love what you're doing. I really do. And I will be inviting some more entrepreneurs to join.
Yay! All right, guys, until next time, thank you again for joining us. Bye.
Bye.
Be sure to like our fan page at facebook.com/Entreherneur.